significant potential for economic growth.
Post the remodeling, future airport developments like the new terminals are being funded by the Chinese Exim Bank, where our Aerotropolis. Anybody who's coming to invest anything in hotels, in catering outfits, in leisure parks, whatever, they're going to invest. And we have so many different people talking to us now on so many different levels in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano.
It's just a question of delineation of duty. But in terms of strategy and approach, is one family. You can't build an airport without an appropriate airspace plan, and vice versa. You cannot be in the air without landing at an airport, and you cannot get an airport without flying to a destination. So they must dovetail into each other, and that's what Mr. President wants.
The Aviation Stakeholders Forum by FAN was to intimate the stakeholders on the prospects and opportunities that abound in the aviation business in Nigeria. The Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola has presented the year 2013 proposed budget of 497.27 billion naira to the State House of Assembly. Jessiton Moses reports that the budget is 1.08% higher than that of last year.
Governor Babatunde Fashola, during his presentation of the next year appropriation, stated that 54% will go for capital expenditure, as against 53% in the 2012 budget, 46% against 47% for recurrent expenditure. He emphasized reduction in deficit, borrowing, and provision for debt servicing. The governor disclosed that his administration will not leave the state in any debt as it rounds off his administration come year 2015.
Sectoral allocation of the budget in size and percentages are as follows. General public service, 114.07 billion, representing 22.94% of the budget. Public order and safety, 18.799 billion, representing 3.7% of the budget. Economic affairs, 156.273 billion, representing 31.43%. Environmental protection, 44.131 billion, representing 8.87%.
The Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Adeyemi Kuforiji, promised expeditious legislative consideration of the budget and partnership with the executive for increased service delivery to Lagosians.
And the whole of Lagosians must be kept alive. In the race for excellence, there is no finish line.
The government, through the budget, aims at improved security of life and property, delivering on power, electricity, agriculture, housing, among others, in Lagos. Jessiton Moses, NTA News.
Modernity, structured religious beliefs, globalization, as well as overdependence on oil and gas have been identified as major challenges confronting the contributory role of cultural festivals to the socio-economic transformation of the country. This was a submission of speakers at the 5th National Workshop on Repositioning Nigerian Cultural Workers for Improved Productivity. Annie Pius Ino reports that the workshop was organized by the National Institute for Cultural Orientation, NICO, in Lagos.
Speaking on the theme, Cultural Festivals, Tools for Socio-Economic Transformation, resource persons at the workshop decried the attitude of government towards cultural festivals. They are of the opinion that if better attention is paid to Nigeria's cultural festivals, commercial activities during these occasions will increase. Hotels, taxis, restaurants, food vendors, advert agencies, amongst others, will also receive a boost. The festivals, they also say, will attract foreign investors. All these, the speakers stated, will definitely boost the nation's economy, and the dependence on oil and gas will be less.
Culture is the vehicle that drives tourism. So by the time we package our festivals very well, of course investors will come in. Government will not have to spend money to do most of the things. Money from the private sector will come in.
They do have potentials of generating a lot of employment, and of course they are people driven, and until we begin to realize the latent potentials that exist, or that lie untapped in cultural festivals that Nigeria will not yet make it.
The contributors also say the cultural sector cannot be realized under the present insecurity atmosphere in the country, coupled with the lack of social amenities.
One of the most key important things is you must have constant supply of electricity, and of course, that is what they are doing now. And once you can put that one in shape, and you have good roads, you have good hotels, you have a lot of things, of course, marketing cultural festival will be easy.
The quarterly national workshop organized by NICO is focused on repositioning the cultural worker to identify opportunities and take actions that will bring positive changes and benefits to the society. From Lagos, Annie Pius Ine, NTA News.
And now to weather matters. Many Lagosians are worried about a possible ripple effect from Hurricane Sandy that affected portions of the Caribbean and Atlantic northeastern United States a few days ago. Dr. Larry Awoshika from the Nigerian Institute of Oceanography, in a telephone interview with NTA, however, says there is no likelihood of hurricane hitting Lagos. We'll see about bringing that report to you subsequently. The Nigerian Governors Forum has mandated a security committee to commence investigation into the immediate and remote causes of insecurity across the country. The chairman of the forum and governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi, stated this at the end of the forum's 12th meeting in Abuja. Political correspondent Femi Johnson reports.
The meeting, which lasted the early hours of Thursday morning, focused on a series of issues affecting the nation. The chairman of the forum and governor of Rivers State, Governor Rotimi Amechi, says the forum is worried about the state of the nation's security.
Forum extensively deliberated on the recurrent insecurity in the country and expresses deep regret over the recent acts of violence in Borno and Kaduna states.
We did encourage our colleagues everywhere to make sure that they are on top of the security situation in their states. And then we looked at our action plan where the governors will come and do something that is tangible in terms of security.
Number one topic we always discuss is issue of insecurity, because it's important to everybody. You can't talk about anything in the country if we don't take care of the security.
We have expressed our concern about aviation and some of the other issues that we have discussed.
The Nigeria Governors Forum also observed that there is the need for a holistic approach to arrest the dwindling state of the aviation sector and resolve to engage all stakeholders to address this challenge.
Forum commended the ongoing efforts of members in their various states in the past 6 months and reiterated the need for renewed commitment to eradicating polio by December 2013.
The forum also expressed concern on the unfortunate air crash involving Taraba State Governor, who is reportedly receiving treatment in Germany. In Abuja, Femi Johnson, NTA News.
If you've just joined us, this is the NTA News at 7. We'll pause for a break. The news continues shortly.
When you take a tour to Africa, there is something you want to feel. There is something you like to see. The sunshine, a flight around. Something you want to invest in, something you like to gain. Profit only in a place you can achieve your goals. Share the treasure of a good nation. Nigeria, my nation, my pride.
Welcome back. Federal pensioners in Lagos State, especially those living with various forms of disability, have been given respite to undergo biometric data capturing exercise ahead of this month's pensions payment. This was disclosed by the state coordinator of the pensioners, Adodo David, as the exercise enters day 2 in Lagos. Musa Toliat completes the report.
When NTA News arrived at the venue of the biometric data capture exercise, only few pensioners were remaining to be attended to. Organizers of the exercise said most of the pensioners were early and had completed their data capture in the morning. State Coordinator Federal Pensioners in Lagos, Adodo David, told NTA News that the 3-day exercise is aimed at assisting the pensioners go through the exercise to ensure prompt payment of their money.
This is for the physically challenged old men and women. We applied to the task force on pension reforms under the able chairmanship of Abdul Rashid Meina.
Mr. Adodo reiterated the need to establish a ministry that will be responsible for pensioners' affairs across the country.
What we are saying is this: if the federal government wants solution to all these pensioners' problems, let them establish Federal Ministry of Pension Affairs. Let us know whom to be held responsible for our predicament. If you establish a ministry, you can always call your minister. What is happening here? I've given you money. What is wrong with my people? So definitely it will be easier for us.
For those physically challenged pensioners who are yet to undergo the biometric data capture exercise, the state coordinator says they still have tomorrow to get it done. From Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
The Coalition of Civil Society Groups on Transparency and Good Governance says the report on Special Task Force on Petroleum Revenue expected to be submitted to President Goodluck Jonathan this Friday seems to have been politicized and compromised.
A statement by the organization says it is disheartening that the committee headed by Malam Nuhu Ribadu has been divided, putting the integrity of the report into question. The organization calls on the Minister for Petroleum Resources to, as a matter of urgency, reject the report in its entirety, reconstitute another committee comprising people without political ambition, members of the civil society, and credible Nigerians who would do a thorough job without prejudice, bias, and premeditated conclusion. It urged the federal government to prosecute those found to have shortchanged the Nigerian people in that sector.
The Joint Admission and Matriculations Board, JAMB, has introduced computer-based tests for next year's Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME. Education Minister Professor Rukayat Rufai flagged off the equipment in Abuja. Franca Uzoma Olwa reports.
Computer-based test is the use of a computer for the administration of examination. It is described as flexible in terms of accuracy, precision, and fair assessment of the candidates. JAMB Registrar Professor Dibu Ojerinde says part of the unique features of the method is the prompt delivery of raw scores and the elimination of examination malpractice.
We examined about 600 candidates in CHAMS recently, and all of them said they will opt for computer-based testing instead of paper pencil because of the innovations there. You do your examination and you get your results almost immediately. And they are convinced that this is about the best that can happen to them in the examination industry.
Education Minister Professor Rukayat Rufai describes it as another milestone in the federal government's transformation agenda.
We are encouraging that our examination bodies will also have to come up with something similar, so that we avoid all this unnecessary examination malpractice, delay release of examination. Sometimes the results do not even come out. So all this will be eliminated.
Candidates for the 2013 UTME will still have two options, either the paper pencil test or the dual computer and paper-based test. In Abuja, Franca Uzoma Olwa, NTA News.
The transformation program of the present administration can only achieve a viable and strong economy through the collective input of all agencies in Nigeria. Former Coordinator, National Poverty Eradication Program, NAPEP, Dr. Magnus Kwakol, stated this while at the Nigerian Television Authority NTA headquarters in Abuja to share ideas on the way forward. Oyinaya Kalu Oka reports.
Poverty Eradication Program, NEPAP, Dr. Magnus Bako, while brainstorming with the NTA management, noted that although the transformational agenda of President Goodluck Jonathan is on course, there is still the need to run an economy where the people are contributing to the output starting from the local level.
That what we have to do is to be committed. It's not something that you leave to the president or to particular senior government officials, but it's something where you need mass participation.
He says NTA, being one of the contributing agents, is doing an excellent job of being the window and face of the country, hence the need for more support.
You got people who are highly skilled here. You got people who know what to do, but they've got to have the tools to work with.
Dr. Magnus Bako called on NTA to partner with its new Economics and Business Strategies program, which focuses on ways of promoting Nigeria and Africa. The Director of Marketing NTA, Alhaji Abubakar Dembo, who represented NTA's Acting Director General, commended Dr. Bako for using his vast knowledge towards improving the economy, pledging NTA's support. In Abuja, Amuhina Kalu Oka, NTA News.
Sports news now. The 43rd edition of New York Marathon set to go ahead in spite of Hurricane Sandy. Amanze Marcos has details of this and more in our sports update.
Another batch of winners have emerged in the ongoing NTA Star Times UEFA SMS and Win promo. In the draws conducted on Tuesday at the Star Time headquarters in Abuja, Lesalmi Ajayi and Monde Adioju, both of Lagos, won the first and second star prizes, while Enugu-based Augustine Uku took the third star prize. There were other 7 winners who were randomly chosen to complete the list of 10 lucky viewers. Chelsea on Wednesday got some sort of revenge when they came back 3 times to beat Manchester United 5-4 in the Capital One Cup tie at Stamford Bridge to advance to the quarter-finals at the expense of Manchester United. Norwich City also beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-1, while Liverpool lost 1-2 at home to Swansea. Meanwhile, the mayor of the city of New York, Michael Bloomberg, has revealed the New York City Marathon will go ahead on Sunday, despite damages from Superstorm Sandy. 3 Olympic medalists are expected to compete at the 43rd edition, which has Staten Island as starting point. With Sports News Update, Amanzi Marcus, NTA News.
And on that sporting note, we end NTA News at 7. Thanks for being there. Join us at 9 for Network News. I'm Becky Madujemu. Good evening.
N497.27B Lagos Network Center, your reach out station.
In an effort to bring the best to our viewer, NTA2 Lagos Network Center provides broadcast services to you wherever and whenever through social media platforms. So you can log on to our YouTube broad channel and educate, entertain, and inform yourself. And now live on our channel are your favorite heritage TV programs from the 70s till date on any of these devices: the iPad, iPhone, BlackBerry, and laptop from any part of the world. Just log on to www.youtube.com/NTA2Lagos, and also coming soon on your TV screens. Please fall apart.
How can a man get up before his wife every morning?
New masquerade.
No, it have to. Are you hear me? The 3 both of you here. How many times have you purchased me a card for my birthday? Well, I am not getting birthday. A woman not born me.
And checkmate.
So you and I are left. No old man like me all alone in this house, would you? No, sir. Why are you running away?
Don't forget to like us, post a comment, subscribe for free, and share videos with family and friends on www.youtube.com/NTA2Lagos. NTA2 Lagos on YouTube. Powered by Microwaves.
What is the event about? Where are you at? All you need to do is to contact the marketing department, NTA2 Lagos Network Center, Ahmadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. We'll be right there. What and where? Showing every Sunday at 7 p.m. on your reach out station, NTA2. Join us.
That's a problem right now.
Love and emotional problems are not peculiar to any one person alone. Of course, most people do have them. Emotional and love-related problems could best be solved by being shared. In view of this, and towards building a virile society, NTA Lagos Network Center and Gotham City Network proudly introduce the popular interactive soul-lifting program, Lifted Heart, with the irresistible Mayor Isaac Brown, live on NTA Lagos Network Center every Thursday, 10 p.m. Viewers can air their problems, views, and opinions through telephone or email. Lifted Hearts with the Mayor Isaac Brown. For further advert consideration, please call.
I can see the sunshine.
Yellow and green are fabulous colours. Like we have some wonderful yellow flowers here, but there tends to be that sort of seasonal change. But it goes with, spring, and then in winter, which is the Christmas season, people go for darker reds, or they go for gold. They also go for green then, but the gold colours, the dark reds, very rich colours around Christmas time. If you want something very special, the first thing you have to think about is making sure you get a nice vase. I think that's the biggest mistake people make, is that they want a special arrangement, but they don't have the right vase to set it in. The vase is as important as the flowers. You then think about the type of arrangement. Are you going to make a tall one or a short one? What is the shape you're going to make it for? If you want it to be really special, you can even go and see where in the house the person could put the arrangement, because you want to do something really special. And then you have to do something that reflects the person's character. Is the person a very classical type of, beauty? Do they, tend to be more traditional? In which case, you make them a classic sort of arrangement with a classic shape, very full, with lots of flowers, that they'll really appreciate, very strong aroma. Whereas the person, younger, more...
Whoa! Children, guess what? NTA2 Lagos is presenting yet another colorful season for fun. It is the second annual Children Custom Festival. This year's edition is packaged fully with entertaining and exciting moments that will blow your mind. Activities lined up for you includes carnival parade, cultural performances, Lego competition, dancing competition, beauty pageants. Also, there are product demonstration, standing comical photo props, cartoon series characters, free robotic training, exciting games, character mascots, fantastic gift packages, and special performances from various participating schools. This is a festival you cannot afford to miss. See you there! The venue is at the main bowl of Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. Date, 19 to 21 November 2012. Time, 10 a.m. daily. Gate fee, 1,000 naira for the 3 days. However, special discount is given to schools with 25 pupils and above. Contact the following numbers for more information. Come and have fun like you never did before. This event is powered by NTA2 Lagos and proudly sponsored by the following. Second Annual Children Custom Festival. Our value, our strength, our pride.
NTA2 Lagos Network Center, your reach out station.